What's up, everybody? This is Mario, and I'm back with another episode of Endurify. And to start off, I just want to start with a question. And I just want to ask you, have you ever had a moment where you see a quote at the exact point in time that you need to, and it perfectly captures what you need to hear in that given situation? So I recently had that happen to me last night, and I wanted to share it with you because I think it's really powerful, and it's all about courage. So lately, I've just been feeling a little bit stuck with Endurify, and I've been working on this funnel, and it's a kind of a new product, and it's one of my first products, and it's something that I know I want to do it. I know what needs to get done, but I'm just not getting it done. And I go through this cycle of, okay, at night I say, all right, I'm going to wake up early, I'm going to start working on it, and then I'm going to launch it, and then, I can go from there. And so I wake up the next morning, my alarm will go off, and I'll hit the snooze button, or I'll even wake up and I'll just do something else, which is not exactly what I need to do, which is the funnel. And that creates those feelings, that kind of dissonance, or that difference between what I say I'm doing and the actions that I'm taking, always creates this just really upsetting feeling where it's I know what I need to do. I said I'm going to do it, and I'm not doing it. And it just creates those feelings of frustration, kind of annoyed at myself, and I've been feeling that way about it. And so then last night I was talking to Emily about it, and I was just I'm just not in a good mood. And she's like, why? And I explained that whole story, and we started to talk about it, and I felt better. And so then I'm getting ready to go to bed, and I pull out my 5-minute journal, which has a quote in the morning. And at night, I just write out kind of 3 amazing things that happened that day, and what could I have done today to make it better. It's just those 2 simple questions. And I've talked about that journal in some of the previous episodes. And I wrote those things down, and then I just kind of looked ahead at the quote for the following day. And the quote was perfectly timed. It was exactly what I needed to hear in that moment, where it's at night, I'm frustrated, I'm annoyed at myself, and I'm just, trying to, move forward and move through it. And this is the quote that I saw on my 5-minute journal, and I wanted to share it with you. And it's, courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day that says, I will try again tomorrow. So I want to read it again because I really liked it at the time. So courage doesn't always roar, but sometimes courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day that says, I will try again tomorrow. So, just that thought of, all right, it's okay, have courage, try again tomorrow, was exactly what I needed to hear in that moment. And the reason why I'm sharing that is it might be exactly what you need to hear with whatever you are going through. Taking on these challenges that we take on, if it's an endurance event, or if it's starting a business, or if it's, leading a key project at work, which I'm doing all 3 of those things right now. And it takes a lot of courage. And there are moments when you feel like you're not enough. There are moments when you feel like you're not making progress fast enough. There are also moments when, you feel like, is it even worth it? And that's when this quote really needs to kick in. And that's when courage really needs to kick in. And the thing that's really interesting, when I've always thought about courage, I just think about people who are just insanely confident, and they don't ever, they're never afraid, and they're never indecisive, and they just know exactly what they want, and they just go after it. And that's that story that I tell myself about courage. But courage, according to this quote, comes in a lot of different shapes. It comes in a lot of different forms. And sometimes it's not that big, boisterous courage. It's just that little voice in your head that says, you know what? You can get after it tomorrow. And so that is really my message for today. It's going to be kind of my mantra going forward when I'm feeling those feelings of, frustration. and, about the lack of progress. So that's really my message for today. And it's all about courage, and, kind of want to bring it back to you and just kind of check in with you and see how are you feeling about the different projects that you have going on. If that's, training for a 5K, a 10K, a half Ironman, an Ironman. If it's trying to, launch or grow your existing business, or if it's, leading an initiative or a project, or, whatever it is at work. Whatever it is for you, I want to just check in and see how are things going for you. And, could you benefit from this quote of, you know what? Courage is just that little voice in your head that says, I will try again tomorrow. So that's my message for today. That's what I have for you. And I hope that served you. And I hope you all have an amazing day.